Do you want to record, Nick? Okay.
So, welcome everyone to our Spring Shed class. We're exploring our Spring Shed oils tonight. I was just saying you just have to excuse Nick's, me, because we are load shedding as we do in South Africa. And in fact, I'm going to say Sally jinxed us because just last night she said her husband phoned from the UK and said, so when are you starting your load shedding, as in your spring shed? He called our spring shed our load shedding. So anyway, here we are in load shedding, but the show goes on. So yeah, welcome. For those who don't know me, I'm Nicola Elwood. I'm a physiotherapist, a mum of 3 teenagers, a wife. I specialize in sports and spinal physio, and then went into women's health physio. I'm also a mindfulness practitioner, a breathwork practitioner, a feminine wisdom educator, and a doTERRA wellness advocate. And I'm delighted to be presenting our 3rd Spring Shed this year with 3 other of my favorite ladies. Didi Mogosha, who's not here tonight. So she's a life coach. She's a yoga instructor. She's a mindfulness practitioner. She and I met on our mindfulness practitioner course, and a breathwork coach, amongst other things. Also a wife and a mother, and we all are very busy in different roles and lives. Sally Knott, who is also a wife and mother, an integrative nutrition coach, health coach, and chef. And Nix Hutton here, who I will invite her to introduce herself. And then she'll start by telling you a little bit about the Spring Shed before we go into the oils part of the Spring Shed. Over to you, Nix.
Evening, everybody. Just like Nix, I'm also a lover of learning. So I am a mother and wife and clinical psychologist. And I realized soon into my career that mind and body were very closely connected. And so I embarked on a journey of extending my studies into functional medicine and trauma release work, a modality called TRE, and then breathwork and mindfulness, and brought in the oils, just like Nix and Didi and Sal. We are all doTERRA wellness advocates. And yes, we are very excited about this year's shed. It's a 21-day detox or a space to shed whatever it is that you need to shed, physical, emotional, mental, and it has many levels to it. So our part of the shed is shedding the winter weight, the heaviness, through 3 weeks of eating correctly, cutting the gluten, dairy, and sugar, alcohol, coffee. The first week, we're encouraging everybody to juice, do a juice fast. We've worked or joined with a company called Juice Kitchen, and they will provide all the juices, or you can juice if you have a juicer or you'd like to do that at home. We can also, part of our little recipe pack is a number of juices and smoothies and soups to be used in the first week. And then week 2, we are going to focus more on gut health. And so if week 1 was weeding out the toxins, week 2 would be planting the seeds, and week 3, feeding the gut. So we're very excited about our 3 weeks. And along with the eating plan and shedding the schmutz is Nix and Didi have put together a most amazing program, including mindfulness and breath work and mindful movement and all sorts of other detoxing.
Yeah, thanks, Nix. So we it's not just about detoxing. That's a huge focus, and it's not just about losing weight. That's is a nice thing to do. It's about feeling better and living life lighter, and that doesn't just come from our weight or our size of our genes. It actually comes from our ability to emotionally regulate, to regulate our emotions, how to help to calm our bodies in stressful situations, how to tap into gratitude. And all of these things we're giving as tools, but in bite-sized portions, because we are all busy. Even us, as we're presenting this, Didi's not with us today because she's in Spain. We all traveling, we all have a lot going on. And this is something that has to fit into our lives and be accessible in our lives. It can't be, we're not going on a retreat and taking days off here. This is stuff that these are small bite-sized changes that are going to fit into our lives. So as Nick says, the one thing we have in common between us, the four of us, not just our passion for health and wellness, but is our passion for our essential oils. And the reason why we sort of really focus a lot on essential oils in the Spring Shed is because for all four of us, this has been a fundamental tool that has heightened every other tool we do. We use our oils to help us emotionally regulate. We use our oils to help us detox. We use our oils to help us with pain, inflammation, sickness, all sorts of things. And we can't imagine living without our oils, and we'd love you to join us on this journey. Many of you already have oils, and the oils we'll talk about tonight, we've put into kits. Those kits are more accessible for people who don't have oils, to make the oils accessible to people who don't have oils. But you can choose any or all of these and just go into your account and order whatever it is that you feel you need. But we're here, as we always are, for you along the journey. That's part of our job as wellness advocates, to really guide you and journey with you, and to help you find the oils that are suitable for you, depending on what your goals are at this time. So just before we launch in, just to say, why doTERRA? Because we must just quite clearly state here that we are all doTERRA wellness advocates. The oils that we'll talk about tonight are not just any essential oils. In fact, we can't actually apply this across any other essential oils because we can only be sure of doTERRA's purity and testing. The essential oil industry is not regulated, much like the honey or cannabis industry. There's no one checking that what's on the bottle is in the bottle. There's no FDA or governing body. So anyone can say 100% pure, 100% lavender, 100% natural, and no one's actually checking. So doTERRA felt this was unacceptable, and they devised a program called Source to You. Under every single bottle of oil is a tracking number where you can search where that batch came from and the exact test results of its testing and its purity. So you can be assured that nothing is added and nothing's taken away. There are no middlemen involved. There's no dilution. There's no adulteration. There's no synthetic fragrances. Nothing's added, nothing's taken away. So when we have lemon essential oil, and we know we can eat lemon, we can take the lemon oil internally. But the oil is 50 to 70 times stronger than the fruit or the herb. So we do it with caution and care. We just do small amounts, especially as we're starting, as we're getting used to it within our bodies. And we cannot say that for any other essential oils. In fact, most other essential oils say not to be taken internally, and that's because they cannot guarantee the purity of the product, whereas we can with doTERRA. So we just wanted to clarify that up front. So on our Spring Shed, something we really want to look at is our foundations of health. So I'm just going to share my screen now with you and go back to this here, and then we'll scroll along. So when we look here, we see that our nutrition and digestion form the base, our absolute foundation, and upon which everything else is built. And if we don't have good nutrition, then we don't have the building blocks for our health and wellness. And if we don't have the good digestion, we cannot absorb whatever nutrients we put in our body, even if we've got the best possible nutrition. So nutrition and digestion are so fundamental, and this is why it's so much our focus in the Spring Shed, is helping to repropagate our gut microbiome in very effective ways. Built on top of that is movement and metabolism. So again, we need the right nutrition to allow us to move, to allow us not to be inflamed, to help us with our pain, to help us with our good metabolism. And so these two together are very much hand in hand. And these are very much the focus of our Spring Shed, because this is where we are, not just these two, so sort of actually all of these in the base, because this is where we build our health for life. Resting and managing stress. again, this is something that's so key. We all know it's important. We all know that we need to have time to switch off, time to sleep. How many of us sometimes lie awake, wide awake, thinking how this is so bad, I need to sleep, I need to restore, but you actually can't sleep. And so in this shed, we're going to be sharing tools and oils to help us really with this rest and managing stress area. Then reducing toxicity in the world that we find ourselves in. Most of us carry a heavy toxic load or have at some stage in our lives. I know this was my awakening into more of the natural health world. It's because I developed a terrible eczema in my 20s, and it turned out my toxic load was so high that I would react to anything I put on my skin or on my body, especially if it had any chemical base to it. So that was really my start of my journey and understanding what I was putting on and in my body and how it affected me. So a big focus is our detox and reducing toxicity. So our detoxing, getting rid of our toxicity, shedding that, as Nick says, weeding it out, but also reducing our toxicity of what we're putting on and in our bodies on a daily basis, becoming more aware of it and making a conscious choice to decrease it, not giving our body this huge task of trying to sift out our toxins every day. Then in form self-care is, do we have ways to manage our health and wellness when we injure ourselves, when we've got a sore throat, when our children have a sore ear or a fever? Do we have tools in our toolbox to help support us? Because we don't want to be rushing to doctors all the time or going onto an antibiotic immediately. There's so many tools that we can use to help ourselves in this space here. And then thank goodness we do have medical help and care when we need it, which is our proactive medical care. It's wonderful to know we've got that to fall back on. But if these building blocks below are strong and thick and a great foundation, we'll need very little of the proactive medical care. So something as we embark on our spring shed, we can look at a sort of little form like this and kind of rate ourselves and see where our areas of focus are. This all falls into these areas here, and we can see where we really fall down and where we really want to focus for our spring shed. And this might help you in choosing which kit you want to go with. So now onto the exciting bit, which is the kits that we've decided to focus on. So next is going to tell us a little bit about the Fresh Start kit as the first one.
So one of our simpler kits, the Fresh Start kit, we feel covers many areas of cleansing and detox. I'm going to highlight the lemon oil, which we encourage people to have in warm water at the start of the day. You can use fresh lemons, but we know because of purity that we can also ingest our beautiful essential oil, and so that makes it very easy to have in your warm water in the morning, and it gives you a beautiful zest and energy for the day. And then Zengest, the little blue bottle, which is all things tummy. So often during detox, we find that we might feel bloated. Sometimes our stomach changes. We could have diarrhea, constipation, nausea, sore tummies, and Zengest covers all those kind of symptoms. Deep blue for any aches and pains that we might feel during this process, as well as at any times if we're training hard, or headaches, shoulder pains. The Meta Power oil, which is the most incredible detox oil, great for weight and metabolism. It's great for balancing blood sugar. We've got a great concoction of oils in there, including grapefruit, which is also great for cravings and, as I said, blood sugar balancing, peppermint for an uplift and to decrease headaches and such pains, and then ginger, which is also great for calming the tummy, and cinnamon for blood sugar regulation. And then our Mighty Mint beadlets, which keep our breath fresh, give us a little bit of an energy boost and focus. And then the Mighty Mint toothpaste, which we've included because we are going to touch on the fact that the gut microbiome doesn't just exist in the stomach, but really starts in the mouth and ends on the other side. So it's really about this whole little pipe system that goes from top to bottom. And many people use toothpaste that's actually destroying the microbiome in the mouth. So the Mighty Mint is a beautiful clean toothpaste, which supports the microbiome in the mouth. So that's our Fresh Start kit.
Thanks. Next,
and I think we can move on to the
benefits and the Mighty Mint. I mean, it just this is such a fresh kit. It's so refreshing. Yeah. So then I'm gonna go to, sorry, let me go here. I'll go back there. Do you want to talk through the bit of the gut and body focus?
The gut and body, so similar to the first smaller kit, but we've added a few extra things that we also feel are very supportive to the body. My current favorite, and one that I'm using a lot with clients that I see, is the adaptive capsules, or soft gels, should I say? No, they're capsules. I get confused as to which products are soft gels and which are capsules, but the adaptive is about all things mood, so great for attention, depression, or low mood, should I say. It gives a sense of calming, very good also for the cognitive concentration, attention elements, and any times of, as it says, adapting. It's great for times of adaptation and change at any point in time. And it's got one of my favorites, GABA, which is a neurotransmitter which we secrete in the gut. So that's also amazingly calming, and scaletium and ahi flower. So it's a really great blend to keep us calm and balanced. The gut and body has the peppermint beadlets as opposed to Mighty Mint, very similar, also giving that energy burst and good for digestion and bloating and fresh breath. The Meta Power Oil, as well as the Meta Power Assist, which is an amazing little capsule which can be taken before carb heavy meals, and again is an amazing support with metabolism and helping that fat cell not to grow when we feed it the wrong things. The the Serenity Stick, to do with sleep. It is a blend of all the oils that we find in our Serenity oil, chamomile, lavender, cedarwood, as well as valerian, which is a very popular herb when it comes to calming and sleep. And that can be rubbed on the shoulders and the inside of the arms and under the feet, down the back. It works like a charm. It can also be used and enjoyed by babies and children. It's another big seller in my practice. Everybody's really enjoying that. And pets, exactly. It's got all round juices. And then the TerraZyme, our digestive enzyme, is an incredible, again, digestive enzyme for heavier meals. And they've done some beautiful studies with TerraZyme, opening a little capsule of TerraZyme, putting it in a bowl of oatmeal, and actually within minutes seeing how it breaks down that oatmeal. So great for breaking down carbs, very good for people with intolerances and who bloat after sort of eating dairy and wheat or carb meals. And then our PB Restore is our probiotic, also recently launched, and I'm very excited about PB Restore. We know probiotics work on a number of levels, not just gut, but great for mood, for energy, for sleep. And the specific probiotic, when they launched, they compared it to many others on the market, and it really is streets ahead in terms of what it offers, pre, pro, and postbiotics, and it's encapsulated. There's only one other probiotic on the market that I know of that's encapsulated, which allows the probiotic to work where it's supposed to work, in the small and large intestines, as opposed to being broken down on the way. Many probiotics are broken down just by the stomach juices alone. So also an absolutely wonderful game changer of a product. And then, as we mentioned, the Mighty Mints and that too.
So then this kit comes out at more than 200 points. We work things in points because this is an international company. So all the products have to have points. It's not a price thing, it's a points thing in all different countries. And because it's over 200 points, the gift this month is a wonderful one that I, especially as a physio, these are just my best, is a deep blue rub, which is unbelievable for sore necks, sore backs, tight hamstrings, sports injuries, sore feet, anything like that, period pains. It's just a wonderful rub to put on post-exercise, pre or post-exercise. Then it comes with a deep blue oil itself, which is an incredible blend of peppermint and chamomile and blue tansy and osmanthus and a whole lot of helichrysum, a lot of healing oils. And so this is the oil that really made me realize how effective essential oils or these oils are, because as a physio, I'd never seen bruises resolve as quickly, swelling come down as quickly, sprained ankles recover as quickly as I did when using this oil directly onto the bruises or the sprained ankles. It's incredible. I mean, I use it every day and more in my practice, and constantly people message me to say, I can't believe how that has taken my swelling down or helped my pain and that sort of thing. And so then that's the pure oil. And then there's a touch roller that comes with it too, which is doTERRA's diluted blend of the oil in a carrier oil, and it makes for easy application, like for headaches, sore joints, sprained ankles, smaller surface areas. So the deep blue rubs for the big surface areas, the roller is for smaller areas, and then the oil is really for very targeted or for making more rodents. So it's an incredible gift, worth over 2,100 Rand. With this comes for free this month with this kit. Then our next kit, we're just going to go back through the fresh start, is the Live Lighter kit. Next, I know you love this kit, but for very different reasons, or same reasons, but different reasons to what I think. So you go ahead.
When we put this together, Nix and I were both super excited and didn't realize how excited we were for very different reasons. But as a postmenopausal woman and somebody who works with a lot of women, and even now when I looked at the signups we have on the shed so far, we have many women in their 40s and 50s. And for me, this is the answer to all the perimenopause and menopause symptoms. So we know menopause comes with hot flashes and night sweats, joint aches and pains, the proverbial muffin top and weight that we just battled in the past. We knew how to get rid of it, and now we just don't know how to do it anymore. We do what we always did, but it just doesn't come off. There's more anxiety and low mood, sleep issues. And for me, this is just so exciting because in the most natural way, we can cover so many of those symptoms as they arrive. So the deep blue stick, which we discussed for those body aches and head tension and any pain and inflammation. The adaptive capsules are there again for the mood component, the attention, the brain fog, the peppermint roller, the touch roller. And that is the most incredible thing for hot flashes. The minute you sort of feel one coming on, you can actually roll over the back of your neck and chest, and it gives this amazing cooling sensation. You can also rub it into your hands and breathe it in, but it gives this instant little kick. So really useful for all things hot flush, and as well as headaches and head tension and bloating. And you can also roll in your hand and lick it off for fresh breath. So it's got multiple uses. Then our Serenity stick, which we know is great for sleep. And then our MetaPower blend for the muffin top and the metabolism that slows, and also the blood sugar balancing, which we know also contributes to our mood. So for me, this is a game changer. But as I got excited, so too Next was jumping up and down for a very different reason.
Yeah, for me, this is my kit for a lot of my physio patients, people who want to feel better naturally, men. It's a fantastic kit for men, and for students, for athletes, for all the reasons Nick said. The deep blue rub for pain and inflammation. The adaptive is incredible. Our daughter's busy writing matric. It has been a game changer for her and her friends. Keeps them focused, helps take the edge off the anxiety. Adaptive, just to also expand, is for helping us to adapt to different life changes. So it's great for youngsters going off to varsity, people going through a life change like a new job, a divorce, a loss, a grief. It's very, very supportive for all those areas, postnatal depression, adjusting to having a new baby, all of those. And so it is just so versatile, and one can also you can feel the difference almost within 5 to 10 minutes of taking it. It really is very calming and containing. The peppermint is so great. My husband, it's his best thing. Colin has it in his car. He has a peppermint beadlets and a peppermint roller in his car. Wherever he goes, woe betide anyone who takes it out of there, because he just loves it for, like, as a pick-me-up. He wears it as an aftershave. He uses it before his sport. So it's just one of definitely our favorites for long drives and for focus. And then the Serenity stick for sleep, and the Meta Power, just so great for detox and metabolism and energy regulation. So it covers so much in this kit. And then our last kit is our Meta Power system. And this is a system put together by doTERRA, designed really as an energy, well, metabolic regulator. So it helps us to regulate our blood sugar levels, stopping cravings, stopping those dips, helping to decrease size of fat cells, decrease any decrease putting on weight, and helping us with losing weight, because we're not craving as much, not needing to eat as much. It's got a combination of the oil, which we've talked about, detox and blood sugar regulation. It's got little beadlets, which are quarter drops of the oil, so it's great for having during the day if you're starting to get peckish or you're feeling like you're slumping a little bit. And the gum, which is also good for just chewing on, and it's a healthy gum, so it's again good for our microbiome. It helps us with cravings. It helps us with feel a little bit full and satiated. It's got the Meta Power Assist, which Nick's touched on earlier, and I love one of her stories, which was when she went to Italy last year. She took her Meta Power oil and she took her Meta Power Assist. She enjoyed all the Italian meals, the pizzas, the pastas. She took her assist capsule just before. You just need one. She'd have some of the beadlets or the gum along her trip. She enjoyed the gelato. She just really relished being in Italy with her family, and came back and hadn't put on a single kilogram. So there's a lot to be said for just managing these blood sugar levels. And then finally, as a physio, I really appreciate the importance of collagen and collagen powder, which, especially as we age, our collagen decreases substantially. And by taking collagen daily, these come in little sachets that you mix with cold water. It helps promote our healthy hair and skin and nails, helps us with wrinkles, helps with tissue repair, injury repair, helps us not to feel so stiff and sore in the mornings. It helps boost our longevity, so we don't get stiffer and older and more hunched and as we age. So it's a great kit. It works very synergistically, and this is one as a real focus for sort of weight loss, blood sugar regulation, anyone pre-diabetic, anyone wanting to control their blood sugar levels, or type 2 diabetes. Those sort of conditions are hugely supported by this. So
Lex, can I just add, the collagen is also, it has NAD and NMN, which are game changers when it comes to longevity. All the health gurus, Mark Hyman and to name but just one, but are talking about NMN and NAD in terms of longevity. So great little additions in the collagen too.
And it's something that hasn't been talked about till recently. It really is quite cutting edge science that is now being added, that doTERRA have added to their collagen, which is quite amazing. It's a marine-based collagen, also very, very high, similar to the probiotic where we've got 24 bacteria strains. This is an incredible form of collagen with many, many different forms of the marine collagen. So then the exciting news is that we are doing a development program called Silver Club, and that has a free gift with it for any orders over 100 points value, which all these kits are. And so when you do your order, if it's for the first time, if you're getting oils for your first time, you will get an On Guard Touch roller. On Guard is our immune supportive protective blend, the oil of protection. It's wonderful to use to stop getting sick, using it on pulse points, under feet, You can use it for adults, you can use it for kids, you can use it when you're traveling, you can use it, proactively and reactively. And it's also energetically and emotionally, it's all about boundaries. So, and our shed is part of what we're doing is deciding what we are wanting to shed and get rid of in our lives, physically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually, and what we are allowing in our lives. So it's all about our boundaries. So it's such a lovely synergistic oil to be using in the shed, using in an emotionally supportive way. So this is a little QR code. If you want to use it, it will take you to our Spring Shed landing page where you can watch little videos that the 4 of us have put together, explaining, like this little snippet, explaining a bit more about the shed. There's a longer video by me explaining how it actually all works. There's a little video, if you scroll down, by Tam Ogilvie of the Juice Kitchen, explaining about their juices, their wonderful 3, 5, and 7-day juice detox that they have curated especially for us, with everything from juices and smoothies to soups, which will still allow people to train and still allow them to carry on their daily work, but still by detoxing and helping to build our gut microbiome. So it's an amazing, wonderful collaboration. And in fact, every time you order your juices, those get made only on your order. So you order them, when you place your order, they get it, they juice it that day, they freeze it overnight, then they pack it and they send it out. So it's really important to know they're only made to order. So it will take 2 or 3 days, which is why we have closed the shed. The sign-up time for the shed is next Tuesday, end of next Tuesday, in just over a week's time. Invite your friends, invite your family, get your husbands, wives, siblings to do the juice detox and do the shed, because it's not just about the juice detox. There's so much more to it. And there's more information here, and it's such a really fun journey. We're going to be sharing more information as we go about how this all unravels, but we have lots of discount codes with lots of our favorite providers, practitioners, organizations. We're going to be interviewing some of them. We're having a Zoom meeting once a week, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at lunchtime. You don't have to come to it. It will be recorded, where we just check in with everyone who can make it, and we interview some of our favorite people, and we offer discount codes. And it's all curated on a beautiful website, which you'll see here, this Pure Republic website. So you'll find all our videos and recipes and all our resources there, but we also have a more an interactive WhatsApp group for those who want to chat along the way. So we can't wait for you to join us. It's always our favorite time of the year. We do it along with you. We love the community that grows with it, and we can't wait to enjoy it with you. Next, is there anything you want to say about it?
No, I think we've covered it all in half an hour, which was our goal. And I'm sure everybody's ready to get on with their evening. But thank you for attending and joining us. And we get I'm very excited to hopefully see some of you join us in the Spring Shed this year.
So I'm going to just stop recording now, but you're welcome to stay on and ask us a couple of questions if you'd like. So thanks for joining us tonight.